We got ourselves Team 1 together with Atha, man, bringing it back to that pre-patch. Live duels with Darling in the back. We got us as Arhi on the enhanced Shaman. We got us a Lubichin as well as Nukes over in the back. Huge Buttman making a big return. Looking glorious. Athaman already getting blasted out by Team Another. May not be in a good spot as it looks like Stroh's trying to give that man a stroke with all that burst. Atha trying to set up for some biggie damage. Maybe a Hammer Justice follow. Looks like he just tried to Judgment down Stroh's as the Demon Hunter tried to see if he could back away. Athaman with the Shield of Vengeance getting interrupted on the Ibium in an interrupt into a full-on darkness as the full blurs up. The Stroh's trying to see if he can catch up a little bit of health while Metamorph just held on for just a second longer, but couldn't quite do it as Atha literally speared that man into two. We got Kazan over for the Team 2 as well with Kiosk making a return and more dots trying to see if he can play up to that Boomy. And it looks like Kiosk is going to be up next as a Survival Hunter. I do wonder what kind of builds you guys are playing because right now, over on the pre-patch, it's Wild Wild West. Binding shot of the bat with a Kyrian arrow is just going to try to go for as much range damage through the wall. It's going to be Athaman taking quite a bit of damage with a death shock and an explosive shot. Taking all of those monkeys by surrender strikes back to back. Maybe in a bit of trouble. Bubble out. Kioska does go not for any defensive. Just goes just out to sit in. It looks like Athaman actually played it very, very defensive with a Hodge. He had Kioska locked down, but he was like, you know what? My health, I can't do anything. Quick root by the tar trap. It's Kioska trying to see if he could veer around Athaman. It's going to be going for grenades back to back. Quick feint death for just a moment as Atha goes in for the big Kyrian hammer. That's going to be a flank attack for Kiosk. Got himself another explosive shot to follow. Could potentially be a big damage. Athaman is going to just go and exploding. Going to be a retreat for Kiosk. Dove in a turtle, but somehow I guess cancel turtle. Blind by Atha. No way out for Kiosk. I think it's over. Oh my god. Slamming down the big hammer as Athaman does not give these boys even a chance, even a modicum of opportunity to come back. It looks like it's going to be Kazan as a Destruction Warlock. Looking to cook up some chaotic bursts onto Athaman. Gonna go for a Kazan bolt off of that fear. Soulfire to follow. Green Soulfire. That's actually super unusual. But it does smack down onto Atha, who doesn't pop in defensive for it. Doesn't even do any damage. Is going to be dropping down the sun onto Kazan. Mortal Coil with yet another fear. It's trying to see if we can run him out of that. Shadow Demon Fire to follow. Hoping maybe that Shadow Demon Fire will do enough damage in order to bring back down Atha a little bit lower. Atha does kind of mess around with the Fell Puppy Pet. This is going to be a gateway to follow as Kazan hoping to close that gap. Athaman is actually taking a little bit of pressure. Maybe that's where Kazan playing for like a damage over time build. Just try to go for as much of an immolation aura as he can. Big Meteor coming down with an Infernal. Shield of Vengeance for Athaman as he gets feared out with yet another Chasmote smacking him. Third Chasmote potentially loaded up. Athaman living 2 Chasmotes in a row and his health doesn't really feel like it got anywhere. Kind of repositioned back over onto Atha. Boarding does get a very, very close up. That could give Athaman an opportunity to maybe get himself a proper response. Stun onto Kazan. Has a trick in case he needs to. Big Judgment Hammer coming down. Massive burst of Kazan. Doesn't reflect, but the Seed Night Fate pod not enough to save him as Atha just obliterates the guy out of the game. Just doesn't even give him a chance playing this big Judgment build. He's got the biggest hammer in the world. Convoke. Quick interrupt with more dots. Try to see if he can get a bit more damage onto Athaman. Barskin to follow. Just throw down him onto an Ursul's. Athaman taking damage out of left field. Judgment getting thrown in onto the Boomy. It looks like Athaman tried to see maybe if he can reposition out of it. Looking for a bit of recovery. Convoke. Does get disrupted. Bear form for more dots. Looking to escape. Athaman slamming down on the Hodge. Does have the damage. Looks like he doesn't have much unless he got surprising burst out of left field. More dots should be able to survive this season of the Night Fate in order to reposition. Steel is looking for a bit of health recovery. Try to send in some Star Surges into Athaman. That's going to be a fairy dragon spawning in at the last second, but he just couldn't do much about it. Huge Buttman as an Elemental Shaman going to be up next. Sky Fury down immediately. Light last as he got himself that Ascendance proc, looking to knock back Atha, but doesn't quite get to Athaman with a big hammers, massive burst, Cascade of Holy. Does Huge Buttman go down? He does escape at the last second. Got him some mobility while casting with a Spirit Walker's Grace. Does he have any wows versus Atha as the Paladin just rampaging on him, not giving him a chance? Oh my, what did you do to these boys? We got ourselves Athaman over for the Team 1B header with Arhi in the back. Lubia looks like Nukes is going to be up first as a Necrolord Assassination Rogue. We got Huge Buttman over for the Team 2 with Kiosk going to be, I think, first up. Speeder in the back, Civi, as well as Stroh's chilling on the sidelines. Going to be a Sap Eye of the Rogue with a kitty shot of the bat. Got himself the Kyrian burst in the opener. With a Resonator versus Kioska, Kioska is maybe lagging. The Rogue is given an opportunity to at least get himself a proper opener. Going to be Death Shock him with explosive. As Nukes does go for a trick and try to see if he can avoid the damage as best as possible. Disarm to Kiosk, but the man is still firing up as many grenades, as many tricks up his sleeve. It's going to be a full kit shot with a trigger for Kiosk. As he got himself a relentless Joro Shell, Flash Cut. Try to see if he can change up his gameplay a little bit. Flash Cut for Nukes could potentially interrupt it. Does end up disrupting a good portion of it, and Nukes does get frozen. Going to be coordinated assault. Nukes taking a lot of damage. Going to be big grenade. Nukes trying to go for a bit setup versus Kioska. Steps to follow. The man could be in trouble. Needs himself. His man, he better to remove these dots. Trying to go for feint dance. Does remove a lot of the damage. Carrying. Oh, and Nukes does end up ripping right through him. Just shredding him right through the hunter. Taking him out of the game with Stro slowly skulking towards the Rogue. Trying to see if he can catch him on a cell. Sap does come through, as the Demon Hunter does use his one global while skulking towards Rogue. Try to go for an opener. Going to be immediate trick out of Stros. Trying not to give the Rogue the opportunity to escape. Cloak of Shadows for Nukes immediately. Trying to reduce a lot of the chaos damage and magic damage. Meteor. Metamorphosis slamming down next to Nukes with a hunt to follow. Nukes trying to keep the dots rolling, and Stros just fully dotted up. I don't even know if Nukes even had to do much. He just needed to pivot away, go behind the pillar, AFK, let the dots do work. Flash Cut for Nukes, and maybe Huge Buttman hoping to close the gap. Got himself full Elemental Shaman Burst. Interrupt by Nukes with a Shadow Step. Maybe full damage, doesn't give himself a Shadow Step. That's going to be Resident tricking. Huge Buttman could be in trouble. Resident does a lot of work. Dots are fully on. Got himself a wall. Maybe that's not going to be enough though, as the Rogue just continues blasting him out, not giving the man an opportunity to escape whatsoever. Pino trying to close the gap. Jab onto Nukes. Nukes needs to find a way to escape this Monk Burst. Actually doesn't even get a chance. No! The Monk just doesn't even give him an opportunity. Full massive fist burst combo. Got him to the fattiest, meatiest crits in the opener. Fist of Fear flying in for Pito. Blind by Atherman. Trying to see if he can blast him out. Big Judgment coming in. Mad damage. Full wake of that. Oh my god, that's so much damage. There's so much damage. Probably just bobs so the karma off of him as soon as he sees it. Pito, I don't know. This man's kind of literally playing whack-a-mole with these boys. He got himself the big old hammer. Just blasting him out. Going to be an I-Beam, potentially big Metamorphosis. Resonator. I don't know whose Resonator was. I don't think it was Atherman's though. Yeah, it looks like Atherman just tried to escape it. As Athel looking for a full recovery. Judgments onto Civ. As Civ closes that gap. Try to stay on the Paladin as best as possible. More I-Beams. Do they have maybe a hunt? I don't know what kind of build to play for though. Do they have a flesh cap? They do not. Needs to be looking out for a Demon Squad as soon as humanly possible. But you still avoid Atherman until they can go in for stones. Atherman just interrupted him on the I-Beam. Try to see if he can slam down through the Paladin. Maybe looking for the bubble button. Does go in as Civ charges in. Civ sees Atherman backing away. Atherman able to bait him away from any kind of judgments or any kind of darkness. Mad hammers. Try to see if he can take down Civ. Oh my goodness. Doesn't give him a chance at all. Oh my goodness. Doesn't give him an opportunity to establish any kind of threat on the Paladin. Had to just walk him out of the darkness, coax him out of there, and slam him down, taking him into the light and literally just blasting him out.